everyone, welcome again to H&K Luxury Travel. Today I want to touch on something that we notice more and more in today's society as we travel, and that is the presence of what we refer to as the social media influencer. Sometimes I think people confuse us as travel professionals. They confuse us with those that are out there that are considered social media influencers, especially when it comes to travel. And there's a huge difference between social media influencers and us as travel professionals that do this for a living. And I think we need to point that out. First, the biggest difference is a social media influencer, after they've garnered enough followers to be considered a social media influencer, they basically go around the country and around the world using their social media influence and the number of followers that they have to negotiate with hotels, tour operators, etc., to get themselves free stays in most of the hotels that they stay at, or free meals at the restaurants they eat at, sometimes free upgrades on airlines. They use that status to get those freebies. And then they go around the world with their camera, their phone camera, and they document themselves at these locations. And what they're basically negotiating is if they'll get a free night from a hotel or a free stay, they will in turn promote that hotel to their many thousands of followers on social media. And that's actually created quite a little stream of income for so many social media influencers. And it's become somewhat of a full-time job, a job that I don't think too many people saw coming about 10, 15 years ago, but it's in existence today. I want to make sure you understand, as our followers and those that may be seeing this on YouTube or on our blog or all of our social media, that what we are is completely different. We are social media. We are not social media influencers. We are travel professionals, which means most of the trips, if not all the trips that you see on our social media platforms, whether it's my recent trip or our recent trip to Madrid and to the northern part of Spain, our trip last year to Spain and Italy, trips like the one we took to Jamaica, Mexico, Orlando, all of those trips, 99% of the time are funded out of our pocket. And it's imperative that the differences being made between us as travel professionals and those that consider themselves travel gurus that are nothing more than a social media influencer. My opinion is there's a direct conflict of interest in what somebody's recommending when that recommendation is solely based on something that they receive for free. Versus if I pay for a stay, like we always do for the hotels that we stay at, and we pay out of our pocket and our marketing expense, then you're going to get my unbiased and sometimes extremely harsh review depending on the type of stay that we just experienced. And I'll give you an example. So we just recently returned from Spain a week ago, at the time this video is being made. And during our trip in Spain, we stayed at 3 different hotels that were paid for out of our individual pocket. Out of those 3 hotels, they were 5-star hotels. Now, I'm going to give you a brief review to show you why we are different than social media influencers. The first hotel was fantastic. It was the Principal Madrid. It ticked all the boxes when it came to a 5-star luxury property. The rooms were nice, well appointed, had all the luxuries that a luxury hotel should have in the way of amenities, had a great view. The staff was very welcoming, not just the staff that checked us in, but the staff that met us at the door with our luggage. The bar staff was friendly and very knowledgeable, and basically were mixologists. The restaurant staff was attentive, but not overly attentive, but were there when we needed something, whether it's coffee refill or we wanted to place our order. Housekeeping was fantastic. The location was superb. It was in a perfect location that we feel is great for our clients. And therefore, I give it a fantastic recommendation, and I will give it a fantastic recommendation to all of our clientele. The second hotel we stayed at, 2 hours to the north of Madrid, was a former monastery. It's a beautiful property called Castillo Termal. Actually, it's a much longer name, and I'll put that at the bottom of this video so you can see the actual location name of this hotel. But it was a monastery converted to a 5-star property. Again, it ticked most of the boxes when it came to what we consider to be a luxury hotel. The staff was very friendly. The room was amazing and beautiful. The hotel was very unique because it was a former monastery and historic and converted to a hotel, so it made it very unique. The restaurant was nice. The bar service was extremely friendly, but there was some quirkiness about this hotel that I'm not sure I would give it a 5-star rating now that I've stayed there. I might definitely say it's 4.5, but there's some things that I would want my clients or our clients to know before they checked in, because again, it was a little quirky in areas. The restaurant maitre d' actually got our order. He took our order, got our order wrong. Even though they fixed it quickly, he never came back to apologize. He made another person come back and apologize, and I don't find that the case in a lot of 5-star true 5-star luxury properties. So that's why it'll be ticked down to probably a 4.5. But I would still recommend it to our clients, just as long as they know the quirkiness about it before they get there. The third property, which was called the Heritage Madrid. The Heritage Madrid is a Relais & Chateaux property. Relais & Chateaux is a brand around the world, a small luxury hotel brand that goes out and purchases small luxury boutique hotels, and they manage these hotels. And to have the name Relais & Chateaux behind the name of the hotel itself is usually a sure mark that it's a 5-star luxury property. But in our opinion, it missed the mark when it came to being a 5-star luxury hotel. Check-in was great. Our room was beautiful, but it was extremely small. The bathroom configuration was terrible, but then we had issues with service. And to us, to be a 5-star luxury property, it has to tick all the boxes, including service. And the wait staff that we tried to get their attention for a simple snack and beverage during the day in their parlor room was basically non-existent. We had to ask twice for somebody to come give us some service. And then on the checkout, there was a complete and utter mix-up on their end with how the billing was done for this room. So with all that said, that took it well out of the realm of being a 5-star property in our opinion, and it most likely will not be a property that we will recommend to our clientele. So that's our unbiased opinion. That shows you how we can be very unbiased and sometimes extremely harsh when we need to be, so our clients understand before they ever see a recommendation of a hotel from us, or if they ask us about a hotel that they may have seen online and they want our individual opinion. Now again, social media influencers may have gotten complete free stays at all 3 hotels, so they're going to go out on their social media and promote these hotels and not give you the real honest facts about what may be the pros and cons of these individual properties. These are the same social media influencers that you see a lot of selfies from themselves in places like the Eiffel Tower. All the iconic spots around the world, you're going to see themselves garnering that followership, so to speak, on social media that they can in turn then negotiate with the various places that they're staying. They look like they're having exotic stays, but I don't think they're being extremely very honest with those that are following them on social media when it comes to why they're recommending the places that they're staying at or the places they're visiting. So I think it's imperative that everybody understands we are not social media influencers. We're not going to have thousands and thousands of followers, but with the followers we do have, trust us when it comes to the things that we're posting and the recommendations that we're giving. So I want to make sure you understand that. If you have comments, questions, we'd love to get your comments and questions. You can leave them here on whatever platform you find this video, whether it's YouTube, our blog, or on our social media accounts such as Facebook, Instagram, etc. So I encourage you to follow those as well. I'll again put the links either at the end of this video or somewhere you've already seen it potentially during this video near the bottom of the screen. And we'd appreciate your follow, your likes, etc. Because again, we are not social media influencers. We're not using these platforms for freebies. We're using these platforms to educate our clients and to make sure our clients have the best information moving forward. So thanks as always for watching, and we wish you the best in travel.